done it. First time ever, so slightly terrifying. Yeah, okay, so I think we've actually done it. Main reason that we did this tonight was to talk about what we're doing on our upcoming Florida trip and talk about our fast passes and things like that as well. And we decided to do a live stream because life's really quite manically busy just now. We've got an awful lot of family events and things coming up, and finding time to film a video and edit a video is kind of a bit tight. So that's why we're doing a live stream.
Yeah.
To see how it works as well. Might not do it again. We'll wait and see. So when we go to Florida in 35 days, very excited about that. We will be flying on a Wednesday. It's 5 weeks tomorrow.
5 weeks.
5 weeks tomorrow. And we are flying from Glasgow via Gatwick, and when we arrive, our first 2 nights are going to be at the Clarion Inn, Lake Buena Vista. I am quite excited to see a slightly different area this time. And the first night, we're not really doing anything. We're not people who could hit a park straight away. We're far too. I'm trying not to say lazy, but yeah.
Not lazy, it'll just be after the flight, it'll be really tired.
Yeah. Our first full day in Florida, though, we're going to Busch Gardens, and we've never been to Busch Gardens before, so this will be a brand new experience for us, and we're quite excited about that. We've actually paid for the all-day dining package for Busch Gardens, so we'll let you know how that goes, if it's worth having it or if it was a bit of a waste. But I think it was about £25 each, or maybe $25 each, I'm not sure. And for that, it's probably going to be worth it. Then the next day, this is a big one that we're very excited about. We are off on a three-night Disney cruise to the Bahamas.
Yes, can't wait.
We've kind of pushed the boat out a little bit this trip because it is somebody's big birthday coming up. So this is kind of a celebration, but also it's our wedding anniversary while we're away as well. So we're kind of rolling it all into one. So we're going on a Disney cruise. And the bit I'm looking forward to the most about that is the Castaway Cay.
Yeah.
Which is Disney's private island in the Bahamas. And we have booked to do something exciting that day. Fingers crossed it actually happens. We've booked to do parasailing.
Ooh.
Yes, even with your fear of heights. When we come off the boat at Port Canaveral, we're going straight to Disney World, and we're staying at Port Orland Riverside for 10 nights. So we've sort of got parks planned. Obviously, we've got parks planned because we've got fast passes booked, and we have the quick service dining plan. So we don't have a lot of reservations to tell you about. In fact, there's only one that I can tell you about, and I'll get to that in a minute. So the first day, we decided to sort of go to Magic Kingdom, but later in the day. All of our park days are going to be later in the day. And we have got Big Thunder Mountain as our very first fast pass.
Yeah.
And then Space Mountain, and then Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So there's going to be a good bit of cutting about the park from one side to another to hit all our fast passes.
Yep.
The next day, we're going back to Magic Kingdom again later in the day because we're doing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party this day.
Yep.
And we'll be in costume, so we don't want to be in the park the full day as well. I haven't made the costumes yet, but I'm working on it. And the fast passes that we got that day are Haunted Mansion, because it's a Halloween party, and Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Jungle Cruise. We couldn't get Seven Dwarfs Mine Train that day. even at 60 days out, I was quite surprised about that. But it could possibly be because of the Halloween party being on that night. So the next day, we are going to Epcot. I think we'll have a slightly later start in terms of around about lunchtime, not first thing in the morning. The fast passes that we've booked for that, our big one, our tier one is Soarin', and we've also got fast passes for Figment and Nemo, the Seas with Nemo and Friends, I think. I'm reading my scribbles in my planner of what we got, so I didn't use proper words, I just used sort of my own version of made up words. Then the Thursday of the first week at Disney, this is the one I had asterisks by them so that when I was actually booking on the 60-day mark, these were the days I went to first. Because we're going to Hollywood Studios, and I was hoping that we would get Slinky that day, but we didn't. There was none left at all at that point, but we've got Alien Swirling Saucers for the Ass Pass, and Rock and Roller and Tower of Terror. Quite pleased we can get sort of Rock and Roller and Tower of Terror now as well, and the tiers have kind of changed there. Then on the Friday, this one's quite a big day, and it will be split into several videos when the time comes, because that's our actual wedding anniversary. We're doing Magic Kingdom kind of earlier than normal for us. There is a Halloween party on that night, and we're hoping that because it's a Halloween party that night, Magic Kingdom might be a little bit quieter, but I'm not holding my breath. We have booked Big Thunder and the Seven Dwarfs and Splash Mountain. And then after Splash Mountain, I think that'll be us out of Magic Kingdom. Oh yeah, and the other thing, sorry, is we have a dining reservation for lunch that day at Be Our Guest. And that's the only one I'm going to tell you about. The cat's under the table. It's fine, the cat's just sitting there. Oh, is he?
Move, Binky.
So after Splash Mountain, we'll go back and get changed and get all, well, as close to glamorous as we do.
Yeah.
And you'll be wearing your flamingo shirt that we showed you in the hall from Primark. And I can't tell you, because he doesn't know, because he wants a surprise. So I've had it booked since the 180-day mark, and I just really don't want to. Sorry, he's playing with the computer.
Keep going.
I don't want to spoil the surprise when I've held it a surprise for so long, so you'll just have to wait and find out after the fact. Okay, so moving on to the next day, we are going to Strangle Cat. We're going to Epcot. It will be a sort of early afternoon start for us. The night before will be quite a late night, I think.
Yeah.
You're nodding like you know what we're doing. You've no idea.
But it'll still be a late night. It usually is.
Right, this time we're doing Test Track as our Tier 1 Fast Pass, and we're going to do Spaceship Earth and the Seas with Nemo and Friends again. Because we like that one and because we might as well have 3 Fast Passes for something. Which is kind of the way Epcot is just now, I think. Once your Tier 1 is picked, you're sort of going, but we were. Then I feel like we should have been there before this because we're almost a weekend by this point. We're finally going to Animal Kingdom. And initially I thought we could get the Flights of Passage and the Na'vi River Journey Fast Passes at the same time, but we can't. So this time we're doing Flights of Passage and Everest and Dinosaur. Because the last time we went, Dinosaur was shut. and we didn't get to go on it at all. So it's been 3 years since we went on that.
Something like that, yeah.
The next day is Hollywood Studios, and we did it. We got Slinky Dog. Finally, so that's a full week we'll have been there, and that is when we're getting Slinky Dog. That's 60 days. We're also doing Star Tours and the Tower of Terror.
Okay.
Then on the Tuesday, now I don't remember why, but I know we're definitely having a really late day that day for hitting the theme parks. Must be a reason for it. I think we're just going to do some shopping in the morning. I know there's nothing else booked. Probably go to a water park. I should have had my full planner out, but we're live streaming on the laptop and my planner's on the laptop and I can't jump between them. So I've only got my FastPass planner with me. Multiple planners, multiple spreadsheets. There may even be a list of lists. I'm the planning person. So yeah, we're going to a water park, and I think it will be Typhoon Lagoon because that's kind of our preference.
Our default water park.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's our favourite because we have done both of them.
Yeah.
But I think it will be Typhoon Lagoon.
Mhm.
And so we've got our tier 1 for Epcot for that evening is Frozen, which is at 6:15, and we also have The Land. So we'll be doing those 2 rides, and then it's extra evening hours at Magic Kingdom, so we'll be doing Epcot quite late and then going to Magic Kingdom and staying really late. We'll stay till it shuts. The Wednesday, in the sort of morning time, we'll be chilling at the pool at the resort and doing some washing and sorting the cases as well. At this point, we'll shut away some of the Disney stuff.
Mhm.
And possibly some of the shopping stuff because we'll do a lot of that. And then we're going to Animal Kingdom in the evening. We have Kilimanjaro safaris and Navi River Journey at last, and Everest because we love Everest, don't we? Then for Thursday, this is our last morning at Disney because we've checked out by this point of Port Orleans. And we're going for a slight change because usually we do Magic Kingdom as our last park, but this time we're going to do Animal Kingdom and get Flights of Passage again.
Yeah.
I really hope I fit in Flights of Passage. It's my concern, it's my biggest worry just now. Well, that and Busch Gardens in general, but Flights of Passage gives me some nervous energy, and I'm really hopeful that I'm actually going to fit on it.
You will do.
And we have Kilimanjaro safaris again, this time a morning one, and also the necessary Everest, and that will be our last ride at Animal Kingdom and at Disney for this trip. Now I don't have a planner in front of me because that's the end of the FastPass plans. But I've gone over it in my head about 5 million times now, so I can probably remember the rest of it.
Yeah.
After we leave Animal Kingdom, which will be about 1 or 2 o'clock, we're going over to Universal, to the Aventura Hotel, which is the brand new hotel. They're still building it. It's not open yet. Not remotely nervous about this at all. And we're staying there for 5 nights. And we're going that night. We will do Islands of Adventure. We booked it a year and a half ago, thinking, oh, by that time in September it'll be fine and Horror Nights will be on, and it's not. It's a private party that night, so Horror Nights isn't running. Oh well, so we're going to do Islands of Adventure, and when it shuts about 8 o'clock, we're going to get some rest because we're probably going to need it.
Oh yeah, by that point.
But we'll definitely get a lot of rest the next day because the next day we're going to Discovery Cove, and that'll be lovely and relaxing. And we're not going to take the car. We're going to either probably get an Uber actually for our very first attempt at Uber ever anywhere. And we are not doing the dolphin swim. We got the tickets really, really good price on the tickets a couple of months ago. Everyone on the Facebook pages just grabbed these tickets at the same time. And I was at work and I was phoning David going, get on the computer and get them, and then get on the phone and get them. And then we eventually got them. So, yay. We're going to Discovery Cove. And then that night, Halloween Horror Nights.
Yep,
At last.
we're getting there.
Yes. It was really complicated because of the Thursday night thing, there's only 3 nights that we can do Halloween Horror Nights. Realistically, we're at Universal, and that's the Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to get like the 1-day ticket that got us in a second day, because then we were missing a day. And I could bore you for a long time talking about how we came to this decision. But we actually have, I think you were bored at the end as well. We've actually gone for the Rush of Fear pass with Express. So we'll have Express passes for the 3 nights that we're there. But also, in the unlikely event that the week before this, when we're at Disney, we feel, yeah, we could probably do with some horror night action, we could potentially go. But I think we've got so many other things on the go that it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Then, obviously, the Saturday, back to the theme parks, and totally pointlessly, when we're staying at Universal, we're going to SeaWorld. We had a SeaWorld and Busch Gardens ticket, and it was like a 2-part ticket. We could be used at any dates. That's how we could get the cheap Discovery Cove tickets, because we had the SeaWorld one. I hadn't planned on losing as many of the Universal days as we are, but I didn't really want to take away from Disney.
Yeah.
So we're doing SeaWorld, and then we'll do Halloween Horror Nights again.
Albeit we are doing a Disney cruise, so it's not taken away from Disney too much.
But there's another cunning plan with the Universal thing that we might upgrade to annual passes and go back next year and do a Universal only trip.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers. So that was us up to Saturday night. Sunday we're going to go to Volcano Bay. That took a bit of digging in my head to get that name right. We're going to go to Volcano Bay, and that should be quite relaxing. We're getting close to the end of the trip now.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it might not be as relaxing. It might be a bit more. We've only got a few days left.
yeah, I think we might be quite
depressed
at that point. But yay, water parks. We do like water parks. I'm not a huge one for the scary rides. And I
Yeah,
think Volcano Bay might be a bit too scary for us.
yeah, I'll be fine.
We like maybe like a raft or a gentle or a lazy river, but I think sort of plummet things are not really for me. And then Sunday night we'll be back at Horror Nights. And Monday is our last full day there, and that's our first full day doing Universal while we're at Universal.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Really, we're just kind of going to park hop between the two Islands of Universal and Universal Studios. While we're at Horror Nights, we'll probably do a couple of rides as well, just to sort of break it up. So hopefully we'll have hit all of the Universal rides while we're there. Assuming I still fit in them.
You will.
I did 2 years ago, but
You will.
And we will definitely be doing plus size guides to all the parks when we come back, and we'll be trying to put in ride footage and restraint footage and seat footage as much as possible.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think it was a cat here, because the cat is right at our feet. The white cat doesn't like me, stays away from me, much a daddy's cat,
Until we're doing
until we're doing something, and he's like right on me.
Yes.
Strange cat.
Anything to be annoying, aren't you, Binky?
Then the Tuesday, is not a good day. No, it's a bad day.
You've got to come
I'm
home.
going to come home.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Our flight is at 8 o'clock at night. So at least we sort of get part of that day to do some Universal Parks. And it will just be the Universal Parks. We won't be able to do any shopping or anything because by that point our cases will be full
Yeah, but the
to
problem
the gunnels.
with that is though, by the time we get home, it's going to be the early hours of the following morning.
It's going to be later than early hours. We have booked the airport lounge, the club lounge at McCoy. We used that 2 years ago, and we thought it was really handy because Orlando Airport doesn't have a huge amount of seating and places to sort of chill. I know there's an Outback Steakhouse, but when we were there 3 years ago with my dad, and that was a disaster. My dad wasn't very well, and he was sitting because he was in a wheelchair by that point.
Mm-hmm.
We were sitting on the floor beside him.
Yeah.
So the last time we went, and this time we're sitting in the lounge, and they have showers. You get like a shower room. We went in together without any issues, and it kind of gets you freshened up before you fly home.
Yeah.
So it's really good for that, but also they have nice coffees and things, and it's definitely worth it, especially when you're on your way home, which you don't want to be doing anyway. It kind of makes it more bearable. I'm not going to say you're going to enjoy it because you're going home and you're not.
No.
Because we're going from Glasgow, we have to stop at Gatwick on our way home, so we will be chilling in Gatwick for an hour or two before we go all the way home to Glasgow. We actually don't get home until about 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like lunchtime.
We come in and we just pass out.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's not worth thinking about until we get back.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
Hello.
So that's basically. Hello. You can type, but we can speak too.
I know.
How you doing, Christiane? Oh, we're really good, thank you. It's lovely to have somebody join us. We've just been sort of, because it's our first live stream ever and we're not very good at it, we're just kind of talking to ourselves. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so nice of you. I feel like we're just waiting now for you to talk back to us, so it's a bit boring. But tell us all about you. This is so exciting.
And you need to keep talking about this as well.
Well, the last thing I said, we were on our way back.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll talk about. Oh, you're from Scotland. Oh, that's good. You must be relatively close then, because it's not very big. Are you going to Florida or are you going to any other theme parks? So are we.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I'll just keep talking randomly because otherwise we're just sitting in silence waiting for you to answer us, which is a shame. We're definitely going to do plus size guides to all of the Disney parks, also the water parks, the Universal parks, Busch Gardens, SeaWorld. We have been to SeaWorld before, it was a couple of years ago, and we did fit on the rides then, but I haven't lost as much weight as I was hoping this time, so it could all be changed this time, but fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We're really not good at this. We're so new at it. Is there any kind of videos that you would like us to do? You'd like to see us? Oh, Blackpool. Yeah,
What's your
we love
favourite
Blackpool.
park?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think if we're talking about Britain,
Britain is going to be Alton Towers for me.
I know Blackpool. Blackpool for me.
Nah, definitely Alton
'Cause
Towers.
I went to Blackpool all the time when I was little, and I love Blackpool. Alton Towers is quite good, but I think I like Blackpool.
Yeah.
I think if we were talking ever, then probably Animal Kingdom in Florida is my favourite.
Yeah.
What's your favourite?
You just say she likes Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. See, this is what I was explaining to David, because obviously I grew up here, and he didn't. He grew up in England. And no, I didn't say that. And we went to Blackpool all the time. It was just where we went. Is that Disneyland in Paris? Because we love that.
Yeah. Lost track of the amount of times you've been to Disneyland Paris.
And Blackpool, actually.
I've been to Disneyland Paris more, I think.
We went to Blackpool for our honeymoon. Hello, Nix. How are you? We're just explaining we're not very good at this. We're sort of forgetting to speak. We're forgetting what we're doing.
If you hadn't been able to tell, this is our first one. When did we gonna go down?
We went in June.
Yeah,
we were in Blackpool in June, yeah. But I'm kind of toying with the idea because we liked Icon so much that we might go back to Blackpool on like the 3rd of November, because the park's still open then.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking if we can squeeze it in, we might go back.
Yeah.
And have a late year trip.
Well, that's it. This is our first live attempt at a live video, so we'll see how it gets on.
And we haven't really watched a lot of people doing them because our shift patterns at work are really quite poor, and we're not really home in time for people, and I just don't feel like we really know what we're doing.
As Nick says, we've got to start somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. So, Kirsty, are you going to any other theme parks this year? And which one? Sorry, I'm petting the dog. Do you want to see the dog? That gives us something to talk about. Come over.
What's your favourite?
This is Shelby.
What's your favourite park, Nick? Okay.
I think we're confusing her. I think she's going to a park. She's going to another theme park this year. I think that's what that means. Yes, I see you, Sook. Thank you.
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I think I'm more of an Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I really like Animal Kingdom. Oh, what's your doggy's name? This one, the black one, this is Shelby. The other one, if I can convince him to not hide under the table.
Rory.
How old is Rory? He's going to knock the table over. This one is Drummer. Don't know if you've seen the videos with the dogs in. This one is, he's 10. He'll be 10 in December. And the big one, she's 5.5.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, look, say hello to people.
They think you're cute, Jum.
Yeah, till he snores. He snores really badly. He's also tiny. That's like the full extent of Drummer. Hello.
These are black labs.
Oh. I think they just do it to annoy us, but
yeah.
We maybe shouldn't admit this, but the dogs sleep in the bed with us. We had to get a Super King so that we had room for them. And yeah, he lies on his back between us and snores all night long.
My parents used to have a black lab when I was growing up.
What was that one called?
I actually can't remember. It was that long
Was
ago.
that Murphy?
No, a black lab. Murphy was Springer.
All right. Right. I think the love-in needs to spread a little bit. So, is there any videos that you would like to see us doing? Oh, Spud Central. Boy, that's cool. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad it's not just us that sleep with the dogs then.
Well,
In the
dogs
bed,
get up
just
in
in
the bed.
You know what I mean? So I'll tell you what else.
And you go back to the parks.
35 days.
35 days. We're heading to Florida.
5 weeks tomorrow.
Is it 5 weeks tomorrow?
5 weeks tomorrow. So 5 weeks today, I will be up to here with stress, freaking out, and packing, and not remotely chilled out.
And 5 weeks to tomorrow, I'll be looking forward to not having to come into work.
Right, Alton Towers we're definitely doing.
I want to do a Legoland as well.
Yeah. You mean Windsor or Florida? Because we're not doing Legoland Florida this year, but we might do it if we go next year.
Well, I would presume Curtis are saying about Britain, so Legoland Britain.
Yeah. But Alton Towers, we are going to Alton Towers in October for Scarefest again. We went last year and we're going this year. And we'll be there about the 20th of October. And I won't say any more just now.
Where's Fort Wilderness?
That's the campsite.
At Disney?
Am I right? That's the RV park? Is that the right way of saying that?
I don't know.
For caravans and campsites? Or is it like cabins? Yay!
Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be really good. I don't think we could get a caravan over there from here.
Cabins and campsites.
Are you camping? Or do you have like a caravan, an RV? We've gone quiet again. So what else we're planning on doing this year? Besides the big birthday surprise extravaganza that's coming next week, and I can't tell you because he's here. And then we have 2 weddings. David's brother's getting married. Hi, Matthew. And my nephew's getting married. Hi, Ian. So we're looking forward to the 2 weddings, and we're doing Alton Towers and Blackpool.
Yeah. Old RV, and we outgrew it. So doing the cabins until we get a new camper.
Oh.
And Gillian's dad just bought a caravan, and we went for one night over the weekend there.
Yeah, that video will be out soon.
Yes, there will be a short video for that.
But it's one of the reasons that we're going to be able to go to Alton Towers and Blackpool and things is because we'll have the caravan. Do you know, I do M&D's next is a small park that's quite close to where we live and quite close to where Kirsty lives. Is it okay to call you Kirsty, or is Kirsty any better? It's probably our local park, and yeah, we've been a few times, and the issue is we tend not to fit in the rides, to be honest. Especially the one I can't remember the name of, the upside down one. They have a weight limit, and we are over the weight limit.
That one?
Yeah. You hang under the bottom. Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Kirsty knows what I'm talking about. But we love the log flume, and for me the best bit of M&D's is Amazonia because of all the animals. And I don't know if you've seen our video from last year. We'll be doing another video. Actually, I'm forgetting we'll be doing M&D's this year again. Yeah, we're going to M&D's in a couple of weeks.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay.
the day after Ian's wedding.
So we are. Yeah.
Yeah, we went on that with Holly.
We did, yeah. She screamed her head off.
Yeah, we took David's niece Holly to M&D's a few years ago, and we took her on the pirate boat, and she was like, what, 10 maybe at the time? That was
Probably something
funny.
like that.
We were holding on to her like, don't fall out the boat. Yeah, that one is a good ride.
We quite like. Well, I don't know about Gillian, but I quite enjoy going through the zooey part of M&D's.
Yeah, I just said that, Amazonia.
Amazonia.
The best thing about M&D's is that it's right there. It's so close to us, and we can actually get to it and not have to drive for 4 hours or something to get to like Blackpool.
Yeah.
But I wish they had a ghost train.
Yes, that's one thing they do need is a ghost train.
If they had a ghost train, we'd be there every week. Oh, that's a shame. Will you be able to get back to M&D's like without the school because it is quite close? I don't know if you can hear that. That's the dog snoring because he's sleeping on David's knee. That's good then. So I'm going to tell you something we're going to do tonight, which is quite strange, and I won't video it because it's going to be really embarrassing. Because I'm making the Halloween costumes for us to wear at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, I can pin and sew on David because he's in front of me, but I can't really pin and sew on myself. So we're going to have a go at making a mannequin of me using an old t-shirt and duct tape and an old pillow. And I'm going to get stuck into that really soon. Oh well, we might record it and just not put it up because he has to cut me out of it. If you've never watched the videos of them, they are really funny. But usually they're people with like model figures that do them because you do have to get cut out of the duct tape. But we're going to do that tonight, and then I can start making our Halloween costumes. And I'll probably video making the Halloween costumes and maybe put them up at some point if people would be interested in seeing how I make Halloween costumes and sundresses and all the other mad things that I'm planning on making.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably what we're going to do now. I think we've probably bored you all enough. Oh yeah, then we will definitely video my attempts at making Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably go and let you get on with your evening, and then I can make this mannequin out of duct tape, which is going to be great fun. It's been a pleasure having you guys here talking to us. Oh, do you know you kind of go through that phase when you're like a little kid? You don't really like you love Halloween when you're a little kid, and then you think, oh, Halloween's a bit blah, and then you get a bit older and it comes way back round, and it's so much fun. I love dressing up. Last year I had a Maleficent costume, and yeah, will definitely be the best bit about Halloween as well. And Kirsty, you should be aware of this, is scare zones and like scare attractions. M&D's does one, and you walk through and they jump out at you. You should go and check that out because it was really good. We did it last year. And thank you so much, Nick. It's really, really appreciated having actual people here to talk to, so we're not
just
talking to ourselves. Oh, well, do you know we'll try and do another one before we go to Florida?
Yeah.
And if we can, we'll do some like little tiny short ones while we're away as well. Thank you again for joining us. We're going to go just now.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
See you next time.